Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but VoiceThread is really bothering me. It's not letting me upload any comment or anything. I'm able to upload my videos again, but as I try to do it on my phone and on my computer, it doesn't work. Yesterday it worked for me on my phone, and now it doesn't work on either. So I'm so sorry, but I'm going to use YouTube again. But basically, the focus of our today's lab was to finish our removal and installation of our transmission, along with doing a road test to see if there was any clutch slippage. And the day previously, we were given an assignment to check for clutch measurements, and the only clutch measurement we had to do was check for clutch linkage or clutch free play, So we had a lot of struggles with putting our transmission in. Basically, one of the struggles was that two of my partners, when putting the CV axle in on the right side, they didn't align it well with the pinhole. So when they tried putting the pin in and they tried hitting it with the hammer, the pin ended up getting stuck, and then the pin tool that they use ended up getting stuck as well. So they had to try and get it out, and until they couldn't get it out, they couldn't properly align it, which was a struggle. And then also we connected our electrical connectors, we lifted our vehicle, and then we saw that our electrical connectors were tangled along the it was along the CV axle, so we had to lower the vehicle back down, and then we had to unplug them and connect them back in. But we had already had all of our components put in place, so it was a struggle to do that around the components, along with what we thought were extra bolts, but they weren't extra bolts. They were actually bolts that we needed, but we didn't know where they were supposed to go. So like I said, we just basically had a lot of issues with our installation. And a new skill that I learned was how to properly put in a CV axle, because like how I said before, previously my teammates ended up putting theirs in wrong and getting the pin stuck. So once I saw that, I was nervous for us for when we were going to do our CV axle on the left side. And we basically just learned, thanks to the help of Tony, that the proper way to do it is that you just basically spin the CV axle until you can see the hole aligned with the pinhole, and you use your flashlight, and you can see on which side the pin has to go in from, because you can see it on the CV axle which side has indents, which side doesn't really have them. I don't know how to explain it. But once you put it in there, you slide it on in there, and you align it, then you can put your pin in properly. And then after that, it should just be easy peasy. And then when you put the other end on to the rotor, you just pull it out, stick it in there, hit it with the hammer, and then tighten it down with the bolt. And then something I'd want further practice on is, like I just said, the installation process of the transmission. And I know that the only way to gain further practice on this is by actually doing removal and installations from transmissions into other vehicles. So basically, a tip for myself that I want to give for myself in the future, at least right now because I'm new in the industry, is to take pictures of where I believe I will possibly forget where certain bolts go, where certain electrical connectors are connected, like which end is connected where does it go around, where certain components are placed. Like, I want to remember, because I don't want to struggle like I did today, because at least for right now, just because we took the majority of our time installing our transmission, that we barely had enough time actually doing our road test for clutch slippage. We were able to get it done, but we had to do it in a hurry, and we couldn't even figure out our root cause for our slippage, because we did have slippage. So yeah, that is my daily report for today, and I am so sorry about this issue again.